and welcome to another educational video about screen printing by Catspit Productions. Today I just wanted to show you a little tool that you can use when you're washing out screens, okay? And many of you may know that I am a dealer for such companies like Rhinotech, Sadi, McDermott, and such, and this is a product that I get from Sadi. And if you guys are interested in this product, you can contact me directly. I can sell these to you directly if you're interested in list pricing and all that, but let me tell you what it is. Okay, this is a little vacuum attachment to go on your shop vac, your wet dry vac. And what we're going to use this for is in the washout booth. When we wash out screens and we're washing out the stencil, we want to use this little vacuum attachment on the wet dry shop vac to basically run over the screen, over the washed out stencil, and suck the moisture or the water that's in the mesh out of the mesh, allowing the emulsion to dry faster and allowing for not having scum or filmage problems from underexposed emulsion. So this is a cool little aluminum metal device that will attach at the rear end here. It fits right onto your shop vac hose, most standard wet dry shop vacs, okay? And this will be used to suck out the water out of the mesh in your stencil, in your finished stencil, after you wash it out in the washout booth, okay? So you'll need a little wet dry shop vac, yeah, wet dry shop vac, right? You'll need one of those like I have right over there. You can see that sitting there. That's what we're gonna attach this to. Okay, and this will be used to, finish off our washed out screens. Now, some of you know that I actually used very low pressure compressed air to blow the moisture out and off of my freshly washed out screens. So I use a little compressor and I set the air pressure at about 35 or 40 psi pressure, whatever, and I use the nozzle and I basically blow off the water off of the emulsion first, and then I blow it out of the mesh where the stencil is and such, so that it can dry clean, and in case there's any underexposed emulsion at all that causes a slime or a filming and gets in there, it won't clog it because I've blown it out. But some people prefer to use the vacuum attachment. And I happen to know such a person, and that's why we're doing this video. This is actually for my brother in New York, and actually a different brother than I always talk about. This is my other brother who actually screen prints too. And he needed a new one of these, so I got it, I ordered it in. I says, let me do a video with it first and then we'll ship it off to you. So thanks to my bro for letting us do a video on this little part before we send it off to him. So I'm gonna go into the washout booth area. We're gonna wet a screen down. I'll attach this to the shop vac, wet dry shop vac, and I'll just show you how it works. Real easy, it's real quick, simple. Let's go. Alright, so I'm in the washout booth area and I'm ready just to show you this device, how it works, real easy. And it's important to remember this type of device is kind of like your scoop coater, so you want to keep it in very good condition. You don't want to nick this or drop this unit or bang it up or anything like that, otherwise it's not going to be any good. So you got to take really good care of it, okay? And basically it attaches to your shop vac, your wet dry shop vac, just like that. Okay, and that's it. Now, we'll just put some water on this screen here so I can demonstrate. Okay, but remember, this device is meant to be used after we wash out a stencil, right? We expose the screen, we take the inkjet film off, or whatever your film positive is, we come over to the washout booth, we're going to wash out the stencil, we're done washing out the stencil, and now we want to assist the screen to dry. And we also want to pull the water out of the mesh so that there isn't any residual emulsion film or scumming or filming due to underexposure left in the stencil mesh, because that can clog it. Okay, so we can do one of two things. We can use very low air pressure, which I do in my shop. That's all I do, very low air pressure. Or you can use a shop vac device like this. This is a it doesn't have a name specifically, but it's a screen vacuum head. Okay, so basically the screen is wet, and we're going to turn on the shop vac here. Hold on, sorry for the noise here, little noise, and I'm going to vacuum the screen. and you will imagine, if you will, please imagine that this is a screen we just washed out and there's a stencil on there, and we're going to see how this thing takes the water out of the mesh. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't really talking, I was just kidding. So it's pretty cool. It works pretty cool. Obviously it's going to work a little differently when there's emulsion on there, and it's going to suck through the stencil openings a lot more. But years ago when they made these, they used to have a squeegee on it, but I don't know, now they don't have the squeegee, so it's just a nice smooth open slit, and it's pretty cool. It works pretty cool. So, you know, for those of you who like the vacuum head to work with your screens, these are cool. I have them. If you want them, you contact me. I can sell you these if you like them. I like the air pressure, you know, but to each his own. Everybody uses different tools in the shop to do this different things or the same thing. So that's how it works. So I think that's it. We'll just wrap it up right here, shall we? All right. If you like what you see, comment below, rate thumbs up. Please subscribe, I appreciate that. And if you need any screen printing supplies or equipment, please contact me. I'd be more than happy to help you out. All right, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time. All right, so I'm in the washout booth area. Washout booth.